Hello and welcome to another episode of Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door remake for the Switch. My name is Red. Last time, we finished Chapter 2, pushing the X-Nauts out of the Great Tree and rescuing the Punies, and collecting the second Crystal Star, the Emerald Star. And now we have visited the Thousand Year Door. We have found out the location of the third Crystal Stars and Glitzvale up in the sky, but we need to get a Blimp ticket to get up there, so we have to meet with Don Pianta, but we have to make sure we can get an audience with him, so we have a few things we gotta do first. Plus, before we do any of that, there's a lot of collectibles and things available to us now, since this is post-Chapter 2. Some of these could have been started earlier, and I honestly should have done that, so I apologize, but this episode is going to be pretty heavy on collectibles and side quests and other errand things that we can do. A lot of side content, but... Alright, before we do anything, though, we're going to upgrade Flurrie and Goombella because I have 6 Shine Sprites, and it's time to finally do that. Plus, with Chapter 3... I will tell you is, well, I guess for those who don't know who happen to see this, is heavy on battling. A lot of combat. So having your partners upgraded is going to be really good. Alright, we'll start with Goombella. Well, I should have started with Flurrie, but... Alright, yep, Goombella, upgrading her, she'll get increased HP, additional attack power, as well as a new attack multi-bonk. So that'll come in handy, especially when we're focusing on single targets. There's some pretty good builds you can get, especially if you power up Goombella using multi-bonk. Plus, when you have Mario who has a power bounce, there's quite a few things you can do, as long as you have the proper badge set up too. All right, now for Flurrie. Of course, increased attack and health, and Flurrie will get a new attack known as Lip Lock, which allows her to steal enemy HP and add it to her own. So that'll come in handy a little bit. Alrighty, and now we're going to head to the docks at Rogueport, because there's going to be a character there that we're going to want to talk to. And we'll set up something that will pay us back pretty heavily and will be good for us. Alright, down here we have this NPC known as Lumpy, Green Mouse. Hey, you're Mario. Wow, this is so cool. I never thought I'd meet a celebrity out here. Oh, I know. Do you want to make an investment, Mario? My name's Lumpy, and I'm heading out to Dry Desert to prospect for oil. I lived my life hoping to get rich quick, and now my chance has come. But I still don't have enough startup funds. Could you please lend me some money? I'm accepting initial investments of 100 coins or more. Yes, I will tell you now, invest in Lumpy's, like, proposition. Well, in his offer. You can offer up to a total of 300 coins. And the more you put in, the bigger your reward will be, the more you will get back. So you can, I don't quite remember the values, but was it like 200 coins will get you 500 later, and the full 300 will get you 999. Lumpy becomes available, like you can talk to him after Chapter 1, but you have up until the end of Chapter 4 to make all your investments if you want to do that, and I highly recommend that you do it. Like I said, it will pay you back like tenfold, a lot. And now, we're going to come over here. So, earlier in the prologue, we set this up early on. We squished Zess T's contact lens, and now we order the new one, so we're going to go pick that up. Just a reminder, when you order the contact lens, like before Chapter 2, it becomes available after the current chapter you are on is finished, although I had just finished Chapter 1 and it became available like 10 seconds later after I left the shop. But I just didn't pick it up until now. But if you do this after Chapter 2, all you gotta do is go rest at the inn, and then it will be available. You should get a message about that. Alright, now we'll go do that. Mr. Squishy. Yep. And Zess T, an NPC that will play a part later, especially in the game's completion, as Zess T is a chef and can cook dishes for us, so we'll have to bring ingredients to her. However, we'll be kind of going over that a little bit later, as I do not have some of the ingredients, and a lot of that is going to be pretty tedious and will take you all the way to the end of the game to get everything you really need. Because some items are only going to be available in later parts of the game, but... Alright. So now, it's time to collect some star pieces. Then afterwards we'll come back and we'll do the Trouble Center. And that's honestly something I should have started doing much sooner. I just didn't think it was available until, now, but... Alright. Oh, but before we do that, as part of collecting these star pieces, we're going to come over here. First, we're going to battle Gus. We're just going to go ahead and get this NPC out of the way, because every time you talk to him and you want to pass through here, you have to pay 10 coins, and it gets annoying. I don't want to be spending my money every time, especially when I'm going to be needing that. Alright, we'll go ahead and we'll do this, because there's a star piece back that we can get, so we're going to want to get that. That will also play a part in, as part of Chapter 3. There's some of the progression. Not that you necessarily need to do it, but for those who don't. In case you need to know what to do. But alright, first we'll start with the Tattle. Gus, I will tell you now, has 20 HP, 3 attack power, and 0 defense. Early on, this is honestly a fight you could do, like much earlier in the game, honestly during the prologue if you wanted to, but because once you have a partner, it makes it much easier. Well, actually, I guess after Chapter 1 is because it's one of those fights, because he has his spear up, you cannot jump on him. So therefore, trying to damage him with is a bit of a pain, especially when the only thing you have available is your hammer. And then at that point, you would only have Goombella, so you would need to have Koopa, so. Alright. We got Mario charged up. We'll just do a power smash. This is what I'm going to be relying on the whole time. And styles to build up the star power. And now Goombella, I'm going to have you swap back to Koops. Oh. That's right, yeah, you can charge. That's right, he can charge you. I remember him being able to do that. Okay. Another power smash. Stylish. Oh. Oh, I didn't time it right. Oh, bingo time. Oh. That would have been nice. Okay, yeah, we'll just do Shell Toss for now. Yep. No, the fight honestly isn't that bad after, at this point. It's just a matter of if you want to keep paying or do you want to have to not deal with it. It's better to do it because you get star points for it, so that'll put me closer to a level up. Alrighty, and with this, Gus goes down. Awesome. Now I don't have to deal with him anymore. Crud, you dumb video game heroes always pull this stuff. It's ridiculous. You think violence solves everything, don't you? Huh? Don't you? Well, it certainly solved it with you. Alright, here's where the trouble center is at, but we will not be doing that quite yet. We have some collectibles to get. And new parts of Rogueport have opened up, so. Alright. Time to collect some star pieces. So we'll start by going back here, since we can fold now. Well, fold since we're paper thin. We can come right back here. I believe there's a star piece. Yep, right here behind this barrel. And also back here is where you want to go if you want to get a hint on like progressing to get to Don Pianta and other and then all the way and into Chapter 3. Excuse me. Back here behind Zess T's house, another panel you can spin. You can flip. There's another star piece down here. And then right here in front of the gallows, I definitely forgot about this one. Another panel you can flip, and there's another star piece down here. Alright, now we can head down to the docks again. And down here, another panel to flip. Oops, get off. Another panel to flip, another star piece. Alright, now we're going to head over to west side of Rogueport. First time over here. You can come here as early as, let's see, you can reach the west side as early as post Chapter 1. But, like I said, I just chose not to do it at the time. But I honestly would kind of recommend coming over here. Especially when you want to get some early, like, star pieces early on. And buy some badges from Dazzle Shop. But, alright, as soon as you come down here right next to the barricade, you get another star piece. And there is another one right here behind this pipe. And then when you head over this way, there's another star piece right here. Then over here in front of the Pianta Parlor, another panel you can flip. Star piece down here. Now we're going to head back to the train. Then over here, another panel, you can flip it, and another star piece. There is another one in this part of the map, but unfortunately it cannot be quite reached yet because we do not have the Blimp ticket. Alright, now we're going to work our way down into the west side sewers. Alright, then what we're going to do, see if we're going to drop, I'm going to wait for that spinny to move it. We're going to drop right down here. Another star piece. Yep, look out. Don't want to deal with that, or that one. X, there's... Oh, whoops. Alright, since I got hit by this enemy, we'll just take the time to go over it quick, so we'll see what the Tattle Log has to say. So that is a Spania. A Spania with spikes on its head, it looks meaner too. Max HP is 3, attack is 1, defense is 0, so sort of the same as a Spania. You gotta watch out for the spikes on its head, but otherwise it's just wail on it. Gotta be honest, the way that thing spins makes me want to yak. Alrighty, okay. Oh, no, I'm gonna go up here. So, unfortunately, I dropped down. We're going to go back up, because we need to cross those platforms in order to get to the next area that we can go to. Then we'll come back to that pipe right... Well, no, we won't come back to that pipe down there. That will take us down to the Pit of 100 Trials. We don't want to go down there yet. Although we will have to for... There are 2 troubles, 2 psychos that will take you down into the Pit of 100 Trials, like, early on. It's something you can do early in the game if you want to. At least you can do it, like, level by level if you want. But it is one of those things where... If you start and you stop it, you will end up having to, restart every time. But there are ways to move through it faster. But anyways, back here, now that we are on the other side of the, underground town here, the little city. Come back here behind this, pedestal. There's a star piece. And when you head over here, they're right behind, right back here. Or am I wrong? Is it right? Oh, there it is. Oh, right there. Another star piece. Okay, down here in this area, I just want to show off that there's actually a shop down here on the house on the right here, up top. It has slow mushroom, gradual syrup, ultra mushroom, jam and jelly, a gold bar, and gold bar times 3. I believe you can resell the gold bars for a little more profit, I think. Otherwise, some of the items here are actually pretty good to have, and some we will actually use for Zess T recipes, so definitely going to keep that in mind. So now we're going to head next door for the next star piece. You spin jump right here, this panel flips, and you get another star piece. Alright, and right back down here in the sewers of sub-level 1, there's a panel right here. This is actually one I missed her that I mentioned in the last episode, so we'll just grab that right now, and now we're going to work our way back to Chapter 1. Only we don't need to use our normal means this time. Because right down here, since this was here earlier that we noticed. Well, I noticed it, sorry. This right here, you can just blow it away. And this will give us access to a room that is will be full of warp pipes. This right here. This room is a big game changer. I mean, it was available in the previous game too, but it was set up different. There's actually 2 separate rooms, 4 pipes in each one. Alright, then we'll hit this switch, and that will activate a pipe that will take us right back to the surface next to the gallows, like right in the main square of Rogueport. Alright, so first one we're going to get here, back in Chapter 1 area in Petalburg, right here next to this bulb, star piece under a panel. Next one will be right here next to the gate leading out to the path to Schwank Fortress, right under a panel. And now we need to work our way back to Hooktail Castle. Alright, and back here on the first floor of Hooktail Castle, the second room after you enter the actual castle itself. Right back here. Yep, there's a panel you can flip. And another star piece, and that should do it for now. For everything that should be all the star pieces we can get so far from Prologue, Chapter 1, and Chapter 2. And at this point, we'll have to do, well, minus the one next to the that requires us to get the Blimp ticket first. So, see you guys back at Rogueport. It's time to do some Trouble Center quests. By the way, since we are here back in Petalburg, I recommend going over to the mayor's house, the pink house, and hit the bushes in his garden next to his house with your hammer. One of them will drop a turtley leaf. Grab that because we are going to use that for one of the Zess T recipes, and they'll actually be used in quite a few others later on. And also, be sure you hit this, I forgot what they're called as soon as you, like, leave the village, but, like, hit that one until it drops a Horsetail, because we're going to need that for one of the recipes, too. On my way back to Rogueport, I've also decided to take a detour. We're going to stop at the Great Tree, because we're going to talk to Petunie. She actually has an item that we're going to use as an ingredient, besides the Horsetail eventually, but the main ones are going to be the Turtley leaf and what she has, so... Oh, Petunio's always getting in trouble with the Elder. It's no fun for me. Say, hey, Mario, can you play with me instead? Yes, okay. So, what we're going to do... you're going to ask her questions you want, and then she has to answer it. So you have to create an easy question that Petunie can answer. So we'll just, let's see. Mario... likes... which person? The most. Person Mario likes the most. I know that. You can't stump Petunie. Mario likes Princess Peach the most. Am I right? Yep, that's a yes. Yep, Petunie knows everything, so... No, so for doing that, she thanks you for playing the game with her. Gives you a Mystic Egg. Weird egg that Petunie gave you replenishes 5 HP. We're going to use this in one of the recipes, so... Alright, I just want to make a quick cut here to the Great Tree because I realized I forgot a star piece in this room where we fought the X-Knots after we were trying to catch Lord Crump. So, if you whack this bush right here, there is a star piece. Yep. Alright, so now I should have all the star pieces from Chapter 2, at least all the star pieces from the Great Tree anyway. Alright. Alright, and here we are back at the Trouble Center. Now we can eventually start some side quests. These become available, like, in the prologue. Like I said, you can pay to pass here and get these started. Like, after you're done with the prologue, which I think ends either when you hit the 1,000-year door pedestal the first time, or as soon as you start Chapter 1, you just have to backtrack. I'm not entirely sure, but... Alright, so Trouble Center acts as like your main hub for side quests. There's quite a few of these in the game. So it's actually a good idea to get an early start on these, and that's honestly something I should have done, so I apologize. But we're going to go through all the ones that we can right now, and 2 of these quests that you get from this will take you down into the Pit of 100 Trials. Now, Pit of 100 Trials is definitely more so meant for later in the game or after you finish the game, but we're going to go through some of it at least, so we can finish those 2 troubles. Because one of them we will do here, and the other one I don't quite know when we'll get, but we'll get to that when it's available. So you have Trouble Center, people put up requests. You pick one, you help them out. You can only select one at a time. So that's kind of the downside of it. You can't just select them all and get them, but it's also you need to pick one at a time. If you decide to cancel it, it's a 30 coin fee. So yeah, definitely pick one and get it done if you can. Alright, so we have quite a few available, and so this one right here will take us down in the Pit of 100 Trials, but we'll do that one last. And then we'll cover some of the levels. It'll be quick. Maybe, hopefully. Alright, need a key. Garf. They call me Garf. I have lost my key and thus cannot get into my house. Should be somewhere in Rogueport. I just need someone to find it. I'll be waiting for you at the house at the very back end of East Rogueport. Yes, I want to take on Garf's trouble. Do it and do it right. Right, I should mention whenever some of these troubles will have specific items to them. They only become available or in certain spots, or these NPCs become available when you accept that trouble. So, alright, so we're gonna come up here right next outside the badge shop, and there's the house key. Now we just gotta go back to the east end of Rogueport. Alright, now right back here is where Garf is at. We can just go ahead and unlock this with the house key, because, well, that's just what Mario does. Yes, my key. I can finally get inside my house again. Home sweet home. Thank you. Please take this as payment for all your efforts. 30 coins. That's a big reason to do these whenever you can, because you get money out of it. Like, 30 coins, that's quite a bit. It's a good one. Alright, next up we have Safe Delivery from Goombella. This is Goombella. I have a simple task. I need to have something delivered. Unfortunately, for reasons I won't mention, I can't be seen walking around Rogueport. Meet me behind Zess T's house on Rogueport Square. Alright, we're just going to make our way right back here behind Zess T's house, like our client said. Right here. You never know who will be watching, so let's do this thing quick. Take this package to Goomfree and you'll find him in front of Frankie's place, and try not to be seen. Got it. Moving illegal ship. Alright, here he is. Blocked out by a can on a fence. We'll go ahead and give him the box. Package, yep, that's it. I'll dispose of this in a way no one will ever find it. Tell McGoomba I said so. Do me a favor, forget all this. You hear me? It never happened, for your sake. We never spoke. Forget everything. When you give McGoomba my message, he'll give you your compensation. Remember, this deal won't be done until you give him my message, McGoomba. Yep, we have to go back. Alright. Your friend told me to tell you, you didn't see anything. Forget everything. Alright, thank you. Yep. 30 coins. You solved the trouble. And now back here again, we're going to do competitor research. This is R for I want to open a new shop, but I need help setting my prices. But since I can't go in a competitor shop, I need some research done. I need the price of fire flowers, sleepy sheep, and tasty tonics in Rogueport. I'm waiting in front of the building to make the exchange. Yes, I want to take on Arthur's trouble. Alright, here he is. Did you check the prices for me? Yes. Perfect. Okay, I'm ready. First, how much are they asking for fire flowers? Not 90, not 1. 10 coins. I see. And for sleepy sheep, that would be 8 coins. Okay. And how about tasty tonic? How much is that? 3 coins. 198. Must be alcohol. Wow, that's rough. Those are some low prices. I can't believe they're selling that low. Even if I try to compete with them, I don't think I can profit. But it is certainly helpful information. Here's your reward. Good work. 30 coins. You solved the trouble. And now, back here again, find this guy, Goombella. Hey, my name is Goombella. Please find the guy that pulled off credit card fraud on me. They have credit cards? I'll be in Rogueport Square, so come talk to me. Want to take on Goombella's trouble? Yes. Alright, Goombella is right down here. Hey, you're here to handle my trouble, aren't you? Then listen up. Larson the bandit pulled some credit card fraud on me and took my dough. I want to rough him up for it, but this guy is too wise and I can never catch him. He's hiding somewhere here in Rogueport, so I want you to find him. By the way, bandits are those guys in blue outfits who wear masks. There are several in Rogueport, but this one will fess up once you grill him. Do this and you'll get your reward. I'm counting on you. We have actually already encountered this one because I believe it's the same one that stole from us. It's right back here. You got a problem? What are you looking at? Unless you got business with me, scram. What? You want me to return the money I swindled? What are you, the fraud police? Jeez, how did I let myself get caught? He's gonna run away, so we just gotta catch him. There'll be 3 times we have to do this. The second time is right down here at the docks. He's hiding right back here. Cripes, the fraud police. You don't give up easy, do you? You can't make me pay. His third hiding place is right back here behind the alley. Right back here inside that house where that thief was at before. I think it's the same one anyway. Cripes, the fraud police. Hack, please, shoot. You're serious. Fine, I'm a man. Do with me as you will. I won't, but the Goomba will. Looks like you caught him. Nice. Here's your reward. 30 coins. So, since it looks like you're all out of dough, I'll take it out of your hide. Oh boy, he's in for a grilling. He just moves him along. You solved the trouble. And back in the trouble center again. Now we have Hit Me Please. Mouse-a-million. Mouse-a-million here. I need some help jogging my memory. Meet me in Rogueport Square in front of the shop. Alright, you'll find it. Mouse-a-million right here. Sniff, sniff, sniff. You accept my trouble. So I smell it. Thank you. I found a good lead on a way to make money, but I sort of forgot about it. So I want you to use shock treatment to try to remember. Yes, Dee Dee. Just keep hitting me in the head with the hammer until I remember. But be careful. If you hit me after I remember it, I'll forget again. Okay, let's do this. Yo, use B. I just can't remember. You just gotta keep hitting him until he says, I remembered. But just don't get too trigger happy. Oh, like, oh. Oh, don't be me. Don't be me again. Please remember again. Okay. Oh boy. That's it, I remember. Now I have to buy a sleepy sheep at the shop in Rogueport. I could sell it for a 2-coin profit in Petalburg. I'll let that tip be your reward. Don't spend all those, whatever. You solved the trouble. Alright, back again. Now, we're gonna pick up the last trouble that we could do in the prologue. I'm hungry by Bomberto. This is Bomberto, and I need you to do some shopping. Please come right quick, because I'm starving. Maybe in Rogueport out at the docks. Alright, this one's real simple, like he says down at the docks. Bomberto's right here. Over you landlubber, huh? Oh yeah, right. You took on my trouble, eh? My wife brought my lunchbox to me, but it was empty when I opened it. I was so hungry I could eat walrus whisker. You gotta bring me something to eat. How about, let's see, whatever, anything, as long as it's food. Now get to it. I believe you can just give him anything that's food, but we'll just give him a mushroom, because it's simple. Cheap to buy at the shop. Alright, that looks tasty. Chomp, knob, gromp, schnorp, that hit the spot. Now here's your reward. 11 coins. Thanks, mate. You solved the trouble. Okay, now that does it for all the troubles we could do in the prologue. Whenever you do have one that's completed, they'll get a check mark next to it, so that's how you know it's done. Alright, now we get into the ones that start after Chapter 1. There are approximately 3 after Chapter 1. There are 3 after Chapter 2. And this is where it gets kind of annoying, because so a lot of these will require you to go all over the place back to areas that you already were, so it takes a little bit of time. Try to find me by Koopa. It's me, Koopa, the wandering hide-and-seek champion. I'm hiding somewhere in Hooktail Castle right now. If you find me, I'll give you a member's card for Pianta Parlor. Think you can do it? Really? And alright, right back here in this room. We're finally about to make our way up to the 3rd floor where Koopa is hiding. We'll see him as we move on up here on the green elevator block. Right there. Right on the opposite side of where that, right on the opposite side of where this grating is at, where the live stream was at. So, you found me. Curses, I felt sure that none would ever find me here. I'm a master. You see, I love sneaking and hiding so much I just never stop. It was a hobby, but I kept hiding, and soon I was known as Hide-and-Seek Koopa. Koopa? I thought it was you. We used to be neighbors back when we were barely shell-high. Koops, is that you? Yes, Koops. The same Koops who always had to be it when we played hide-and-seek. But you never found me, not even once. I can't believe you finally did it. Yeah, I remember back then. That one day you hid, no one ever found you. Right, that was the very day that I decided to become the hide-and-seek Koopa. Ever since that day, I've hidden, snuck and hid my way through life. Jeez. Yep, that was a big day. But since you found me this time, I'll give you what I promised. Got a special card, member's card that lets you play the playing mode minigame. Yeah, the Pianta Parlor has a list of games for us to play. It's basically like a casino, kind of. Found this while I was traveling and hiding around the world. I don't need it. Well, I'm off. Time to go look for a new hiding place. Wish me luck. Guess I still got a lot to learn about you about hiding if you found me, Koops. It was nice to see you again, though. See you later. Alright, just a few more to go. Listen to me, Mayor Kroop. Oh boy. Will someone please come talk to me, please? I'm waiting at the pink house in Petalburg. Time to go talk to the mayor. Alright, here we are, Mayor. What do you want? Oh, well, Murphy, you must have gotten my request. Good. Truth be told, I've been a touch lonely here with no one to talk to. And you're here, why don't you relax with me for a bit, indulge in old Koopa? Whew, to tell you the truth, I've got a few things to say about kids these days. Their tempers are too short for their own good. No one. Makes me want to give them a good stern finger wagging. Yeah, but no, it goes on. Basically, you just gotta sit here and listen to his conversation, and I guarantee Mario and Koopa are probably gonna fall asleep. But he just goes on and on about his age, and kind of his life and his experiences, and... yep, there it is. Keep my eyes closed in the sun and off the face of my Mrs. Gentlemanly, eh? And they're already passed out. Next, he was sort of awkward, kind of blinding in a painful sort of way. Just thinking about it makes me feel awkward. Isn't it memory grand? That's not what I was talking about now. Where was I? No, that's right. Kids today, they know nothing about patience, I tell you. When I stand up and yell, hey, you punks, be more patient right now. Speaking of which, I think I proclaimed my love for the missus in a loud voice. Yep, she was leaving on it. Oh my god. Telling like 3 stories here. Actually, it's just 2, but... Oh boy. I just can't keep his story straight. Oh, this poor old Koopa. It wasn't too boring though, was it? I'm just happy to get a little FaceTime with the youth of today. Oops, I forgot to set out my tea, aren't I an old ninny? My apologies. In fact, I haven't even added the hot water part. Awfully sorry. But we get a Turtley leaf, and we're gonna need, like, what, several of these for some of the recipes for Zess T, so it's always welcome to have these so we can store them later. Cook one of those, make an amazing tea, and if you change your mind, you come back and listen to me yap anytime. You solved the trouble. Back to Rogueport. And next up is Help Me Restock by Plenty. Oh, wow. Names. Our shop inventory is low and I need someone to help me restock. Please come to the shop in Rogueport Square. Alright, we're here. Welcome, yes, welcome to the Toad Bros Bazaar. Ah, you've accepted my trouble, huh, fella? You're having a really hard time finding courage shells. You need to bring us 5 from anywhere you can find them. Okay, that's 5 courage shells. I'm counting on you. Well, I have 1. I'm actually going to want a few of these for Zess T's recipes, too, so... And I return with more courage shells. Hello again, did you find 4 remaining courage shells? Yes, I did. Alright, definitely recommend doing that. Grabbing those at some point in whenever you are in Petalburg. That's 5, you're done. Well, here's your reward. I hope you like it. Awesome, Ultra Shoom. I'll have to store that. Thank you so much, really. You really helped me. You solved the trouble. And back again. That does it for all of the Chapter 1. Now it's just what's left for post-Chapter 2. Alright, Life Shroom, Puny Elder. I'm getting up there in years, so I want to need some insurance, a Life Mushroom. With no big hurry, but sometime before my time comes would be nice. Please meet me in the Great Tree in Boggly Woods. And here's Elder. Wait, you're that gent that you said you'd help me out, right? I'm counting on you. I'm getting on in years. Just if you had a Life Mushroom, yep. Just wants to have some insurance. There's your Life Shroom. Oh, glory, got one. A Life Mushroom, lovely. Thank you, Mario. And you made it before I actually needed it. Here, take this reward. It's actually a good one to do, especially at this point. Because you get a whopping 50 coins. I think it was 60 in the original game. You get 50 coins. So, yep. Up to 214 now. You've solved the trouble. And up next, we got Come Over and Play from Lala. The Pianta Parlor is now having its grand opening event. Whee! Whoever takes this request gets a token of appreciation from Lala, the cute kitty boo. That's me. We're waiting on Rogueport's west side, so please come quickly. Alright, time to go for some fun and games at the Pianta Parlor. Alright, here we are at the Pianta Parlor, and inside... yeah, we got slot machines, other games, and... plenty of other things. I don't remember this too much from the original game, but you can get some nice rewards from what I remember. Alright, here we go. Hi, hello there, Mario. Welcome to the parlor. Oh, you took on my trouble. That is so super. Oh, well, okay, here's your token of appreciation. Yep, 10 tokens. You don't tell anybody. Hey, what's the matter? You look disappointed. 10 Pianta tokens of appreciation are way better than just one, so go on, enjoy the parlor. Play and win. You solved the trouble. Yep, it's that simple. You don't actually have to play anything. You just gotta show up. Alright, that leaves just one left for us to do. Alright, help my daddy, Pine Tea Jr. Alright, I need you to save my dad. I'll be waiting at the entrance to the Pit of 100 Trials beneath Rogueport. If you help me, I'll give you my treasurer's reward, a member's card for Pianta Parlor. Alright, this is the one that I mentioned. One of the 2 that will take you down into doing the Pit of 100 Trials, so it'll take a little bit of time. Alright, down here on the sewers on the west side of Rogueport. We'll go down this pipe instead. This will take us down to the Pit of 100 Trials. And, like I mentioned, this is one of 2... oh, I also got this pathway. I just gotta avoid the enemies here. Whoop, don't want that. Alright, here we are back at Rogueport sub-level 3. Yep, right at the Pit of 100 Trials. Here, okay, here he is. He took on my trouble. Oh, thank the stars. This is just terrible. My dad went into the Pit of 100 Trials and he never came out. He lost his job and said the only way to support us was the pit's treasure. But I don't need treasure. I just wanted my dad back. Please help him. Alright. The Pit of 100 Trials. It's a 100-floor enemy gauntlet run, with every 10th floor being a safe area. With these safe areas, you get a reward. You can also choose to continue to work your way down farther. However, things get more difficult the farther down you go. Or you can choose to stop there and take a warp pipe back to the entrance. As you move throughout this, you will encounter a merchant, at least have a chance to at every 10th floor, who will sell you items, but the prices get higher and higher the further down you go. And you also have a chance to encounter a puny who will act as a mover. You can pay them to take you down 2 floors or 5, but you want to keep track of where you're at because you can bypass the safe areas. And if that happens, you have to work your way down to the next one. If you do leave, you have to restart from the beginning, and that means the enemies respawn too. For this trouble, we only have to work our way down to floor 18. Well, technically floor 20. At floor 18, we will find Pianta Jr.'s father, and at floor 20 is where we can get out of there and finish this. So I'm just going to be working my way down to floor 20 because that is as far as I have to go. We'll get the rewards along the way. Some rewards are actually worth going for, so it doesn't hurt to go down like further periodically throughout the game or all at once, depending on how you want to do it. But as I go to each floor, I'm just going to quickly kind of go over what we're going to encounter, because there are a few enemies that are specific to the Pit of 100 Trials, but everything else we will encounter will be from Prologue, Chapter 1, and Chapter 2. So without further ado, let's get to it. And immediately here on the first floor, we have a new enemy. This is a Gloomba. Well, this has got a Fire Flower and also a Dull Bone, so... Alright, we'll just see what Goombella has to say about it. It's more or less a Goomba with a darker color palette that has 7 HP and I think like 3 attacks, something like that. It's a Gloomba, it likes dark, damp places. Max SP 7, attack 3, defense is 0. It's stronger than a normal Goomba, so be careful. That's not a healthy color for a Goomba, but it doesn't mean it's sick or anything. So don't show any mercy. Yep, it's pretty much just a Goomba with a darker color palette. It's 7 HP, like I said. It's a little tougher, but not too bad to deal with. Down on floor 2, you'll have an encounter with 5 Spinias, are pretty easy to defeat. So you can just use like Koopa's Power Shell, or if you have like Multi-Bonk or even Quake Hammer, you can quickly deal with them. Well, preferably Power Shell because of course 3 HP. So as long as he's upgraded, so otherwise not too bad. Alright, here on floor 3 we have a Spania. Hope I'm saying that right. A Spania just with spikes on its head, and a little more powerful and a little more HP, so kind of the same like thing here. Like make use of like multi-hit attack, well not multi-hit, but attacks that will hit all enemies, like Koopa's Power Shell or even Quake Hammer or even Earth Tremor. And here on the floor 4, we have Dull Bones and a Gloomba again. It's just like the floor 1, just enemies are literally swapped in different positions, so it's pretty much the same fight as it was on floor 1. Alright, next floor here, we appear to have a Fuzzy. 2 Fuzzies and a Gloomba, and this one appears to have an HP drain. That's actually not a bad item. So definitely be sure you take down any enemies that have items, so they don't use them against you. Especially at a later point in the levels, because I know they're going to get pretty difficult. So otherwise, yeah, not too bad to deal with. Okay, with this battle concluded, I'm going to get a level up, and I'm going to go with BP increasing that to 12, because with all the star pieces I've gotten recently, me looking at badges I can get from the shop and from Dazzle, and I'm going to see what I can kind of put together in order to increase my attack, power, defenses, and anything else I want to do. So I'm also feeling pretty good right now with HP and FP, but we'll see what happens. After that, the next floor here, we have another Gloomba and a Dull Bone. So, 3rd time we've seen this combination, so we know the drill at this point. Okay, next up we got Spinias and Spanias. So just kind of just like it was before, it's take them down with his attacks, and we'll hit them all just like that. And there we go. Here looks like we have another Spania, and it has a Gloomba with it. So yeah, just hammer one and either hammer or jump on the other, and you're good to go. Alright, next up, looks like we got Dull Bones. So it's not going to be bad to deal with. Oh, 4. Yeah, that's easy. All 1 HP, so we have just Power Shell or item that will hit all enemies, however you like. However, they're not too bad to deal with. Alright, and with this, floors 1 through 9 are clear. So the next floor will take us down to floor 10. Which will be our first, like, safe area, or rest floor. And so, in these points, yep, you could either run into a merchant that can sell items to a Charlieton, or, as you can see, we have a switch, which when we hit that, will bring up a pipe that will allow us to continue, or we can take the pipe back up to the top and leave the Pit of 100 Trials or start over. And right here, of course, we have our first reward, and we get a Sleepy Stomp badge, so that makes 2. So now we could actually stack those, and that would increase the like potency or the chances of sleep actually working, as well as actually I think it's mainly just affects like the chances of actually falling asleep. But all right, we'll continue on down from this point to floor 18. Okay, floor 11, we got a new enemy. Looks like a Paragloomba. So just a Gloomba with wings, really no different from regular Paragoomba. So it just has more HP and more attack power to it, and a darker color palette. Let's see what all right, we'll see what the Tattle Log has to say about it. That's a Paragloomba. It's a Gloomba with wings. Maximum speed 7, attack 3, defense 0. It's like a stronger version of a Paragoomba. Maybe that's all there is to it. I wonder if they're living down here ever makes its wings moldy. Yuck! It's too gross to ever think about it. Bleh. Oh yeah. Anyways, we'll just take them down quickly. Okay, floor 12. It looks like we got clefts. Oh, pale clefts. So, yeah, just like from chapter 2. So, yeah, this is where having a POW block or Quake Hammer would come in handy, because it'll do just enough damage to defeat them all. Oh god, that one has a power punch. That's not good, but I'll just take him out quickly here with Earth Tremor. Oh, looks like I was wrong. We actually do have some new enemies. This is a Pokey. We actually encountered these in Chapter 3 when we get to it. So, yep, I guess we'll fight them for the first time down here. They can be a bit annoying. They are capable of just directly straight up attacking you, or they can throw parts of their bodies at you, but time to tattle on them. That's a Pokey. It's an actual ghoul that's got nasty spines all over its body. Maximum speed 4, attack is 3, defense is 0. Look at those spines. Those would totally hurt if you were getting hit by one. Pokeys attack by lobbing parts of their bodies and by charging at you. They can even call for friends for help, so be quick to take them out. Yeah, if you don't deal with them quickly, they can call in backup. So this is, yeah, once again, a situation where having attacks that hit all enemies comes in handy. So I'm gonna swap the Koops and you. Oh, looks like the spell is kicking in. Attack power. Well, then that'll unnecessary, but we'll deal with this one, I guess. But anyways, we'll just take him down and move on. Looks like here on the next floor we have a Dark Puff. Just like we saw in the Boggly Woods, so you already know what they're capable of. They can charge at you, or they can charge themselves up with lightning. And we got a Paragloomba to go with it, so enemies aren't going to be too bad to deal with. Alright, next up, looks like we're dealing with a Piter. Well, we already know what these enemies are like from the Chapter 2. Another Paragloomba, jeez. Yep, nope, enemies are pretty easy to deal with. Alright, next up looks like another Paragloomba. Let's see what else there is. Oh, 2 Pokies as well. Okay. Yeah, Pokies are probably the ones to really watch out for here, given what they can do. But anyways, yep, we'll just take them down and then continue on. Oh, actually, I'll take a chance to do Gale Force. Gale Force Flurrie's actually pretty good here. Pretty much any of your partners that have like I mentioned, attacks that can hit all enemies is good. So Koops, even Flurrie here is good if you don't want to necessarily have to fight and use resources. You can just spend a little FP to use Flurrie's Gale Force, and as you can see, just blow them away. So works out pretty well in the early floors, but as you get farther down, it's not going to work as well. Okay, looks like we got more Pale Clefs. And a Paragloom with a Dizzy Dial. Oh, that's not good, so... Alright, definitely gotta find a way to bring down that Paragloomba and the... Well, Pale Clefs will be taken care of easily if I use Earth Tremor, but yeah, it's a matter of making sure I get do as much damage as I can off of Earth Tremor to the Paragloomba so I can do enough damage with Koops to finish it off. Alright, with that, floor 17 is cleared. Now we're moving on to floor 18, where Pinty Jr.'s father is at. So, we'll just have to clear up the enemy down here. Yeah, I was right. There should be one still, yep. So, we'll just quickly deal with this Pokey, and then we'll help out the kid's father. Oh, this one has a Life Shroom, so even if this one does go down, it's going to revive. Plus, the 2 Pyres, that's going to be annoying because they can alternate how high they are off the floor. So I have to keep alternating between hammer and jumping, but... Yep, there it goes. Yeah, it's... Life Shrooms are nice to have, but not fun to deal with when enemies have. We'll just go ahead and use a Dizzy Dial, and then take them down from there. Like, that'll at least increase our chances of not getting hit, but it doesn't guarantee we won't. Yep, just like that. Oh, spell coming into play. The effect of the charm increased your coins. Awesome, that is very nice. I want to get as many coins as I can. You know, 416, good god. Oh, what? Who are you? Whoa! Wow, did you come here just to save me? Really? Pinty Jr. did? Yep. Yep, your kid sent us down here after you. Alright, now at this point all we gotta do is just make our way down to floor 20 and then we'll be good to go. So, yep, okay, let's go. See what floor 19 has in store, then we'll grab our reward at floor 20 and then make our way back up to the top. That's another Dark Puff. So this should be pretty easy to deal with. 2 Dark Puffs and a Pokey. Yeah, that's not a terrible combination. Anyways, you just quickly take him down and then we'll move on with the quest. Alright, and with that, floors 1 all the way through 19 are clear. Now we'll just work our way down to floor 20. The next safe floor. Excuse me. Yep, and there he is, Charlieton. I hope I'm saying his name right. Yep, that's the merchant. The one that you can encounter up on Rogueport, but I don't know if you have to hit these blocks every time, like even when you restart or not, but we'll open this treasure chest, and yep, here we get the Fire Drive badge. Attack all ground enemies while ignoring defense, and also burns them. Pretty good to have. Burn status is actually pretty nice, because it will damage your enemies each turn. Anyways, let's see what merchant has in store. Yeah, you can find some regular items and some rather, some rare ones. Some rare ones are pretty good ones. But yeah, like you can see, the prices get ridiculous. For a Thunder Rage, it's 200 coins at just 420. Yeah, so definitely why you want to make sure you're prepped ahead of time. And really, I would only probably buy anything if I felt like I absolutely needed it. But anyways, here we are back at the top. My dad's back. Sorry for troubling you. I guess health and family really are the most important things, you know. I'll look for new work, and I've got to be strong for my dear son. Indeed. Treasure? Really important to me, but nothing more important than, yep. Here we get a silver card, membership card that lets you play the paper mode game. Alright. And with that, the last trouble is solved. You solved the trouble. Okay, wow, that was a lot to do, especially for me. No available trouble requests. We are all cleared so far. All of them, all the way up through after Chapter 2. So at this point now, we can continue on with the story and make our way to Chapter 3. So let's do just that. So we're gonna head back here, back where I mentioned before. There's a start piece back here, but there's also a house with a door. This leads into the Thieves Guild, like their little hideout. So you can talk to them. One of the two main groups here, along with the Pianta mob, or mafia, whatever you want to call them. So talk to this guy. He wants to show him this is the fortress of Robbo Thieves. You lost? What business brings a chump like you to a place like this? Say it ain't vacation. Was that? You want to meet that lying, cheating, stealing, no-good jerky for brains, Don Pianta? Real thieves like us end up as poor as dirt, never catching a break because of that guy. You come here knowing all that? Yep. And you know what scumbag demands protection money from us too? Yeah. You know that, all that, and you still want us to tell you how you can meet that crumb. Fine, Mr. Insensitive Jerk, but it'll cost you 64 coins, and no budget on the price. Not a single coin. Info is pricey. Them's the breaks. Well, forget you, pal. I already know, because I got 20-year game knowledge. What? Oh, fine. I get it. Don't want to pay, huh? Fine. No pay, no way, I say. Come back when you're ready to stop being a cheapskate. Yep, I already know what you got to do, so I just wanted to show that in case you need an idea on where to go. This is what you want to do. Anyways, we'll head over to the parlor. Alright, so I didn't say the parlor, but I meant you want to go to the shop here next to it. So, you come in here. You can see we got some items here. Oh, yes, you can also buy a life mushroom here on the west side of Rogueport. As long as you have access to it. In case you do need that for the for the trouble involving the puny elder. Okay. So what we're gonna want to do, you want to buy a dried shroom, followed by a dizzy dial in that specific order. Yeah, here we go. Alrighty, mister. What color is your mustache? Definitely yellow. Because then what she's gonna do, she's gonna ask you a question. You have to make sure you pick the right answer. Oops, what's wrong with me? That wasn't the right question at all. Let's try this again. Okay, mister, what's your favorite color? You want to answer yellow, even if it's not yellow. Well, you check out. You know the password. So you must be an acquaintance of Don Pianta. Good for you. And literally just disappears and reappears like 5 feet away from where she was at. Granted, she doesn't have feet, but she unlocks the door, and then that chance right back there we cannot get right now. We'll be able to do that once we've reached Chapter 5. Anyways, we'll head up here, and here we have the Pianta mob. What's with you, wise guy? I ain't too jolly today. If you got a beef, spit it out quick or this is gonna hurt. Excuse me? You want me to give you a ticket for the Blimp? See, now to me that's funny. You a stand-up comedian? No, you ought to be. You got some nerve asking me for that. I'm Don Pianta. I make crying babies weep. Real tough. You want I should run this bum out on a rail, boss? Look at him. What a rube. You must like paying, funny guy. You just looking for trouble or what? Not so fast, boys. I like this kid's grumption. He just came to talk. No, that ain't a crime. So we talk. You boys can wait till we're done before you rough him up. You got it? So I gotta assume you got a reason for wanting a ticket for the Blimp. Out with it. What's that? You wanna help some broad, but she got herself kidnapped? And to rescue this dame, you're out collecting the crystal stars? The crystal stars? Hey, boss, ain't those things in that legend about the ancient treasure? Vinny, you're such a dope. Hey, boss, this knucklehead believes in fairy tales. Fairy tale nothing. That treasure's real. Everybody just shut it. I don't care if the treasure is real or not, get me? But I tell you, I can't help but like a guy who wants to rescue some girl he's gone gaga for her. I made my decision. You do me a little favor, and you get your Blimp ticket. Sounds fair, right? Wait, what's the favor? It's easy, it's nothing. It's less than nothing. See, the thing is, my own daughter eloped with one of my young associates. They vanished, but it wasn't too long ago that they did. They ought to still be in town somewhere. You gotta find my daughter, Francesca, and this Frankie, and bring them both here. If you're unable to bring them here, then all you gotta do is tell me where they are. Then I shall settle this matter quickly and with what is known an extreme prejudice. Boss. We don't know nothing about this guy. You can't rely on some goofball for this job. Yeah, boss, Vinny's right. Leave it to us to find Francesca. Quiet, you! It's because you lugs can't find her that I gotta swallow my pride and ask this guy. I hope you dopes ain't making complaints about my decision. You making complaints? No, boss. Whatever you say goes, boss. I don't know what I was thinking, boss. It won't happen again, boss. You're the boss, boss. Good. I'm glad we're all full of understanding for one another. So it's settled. Yeah, find my daughter and her friend. Then come see me. Francesca and Frankie look like this. And just so we're clear here, if you don't find my daughter, your luck may run terrible. Alright, looks like we gotta do a little bit of fetch questing. Luckily, I already know where they're at. Alright, we're gonna go down here to the docks. And wouldn't you know it, here they are. Hey, back off, you creep. You want something, or are you just like sidling up to people? What? Daddy asked you to find us and take us back to him? Frankie, what should we do if Daddy finds us now? Well, I don't know. And the boat's coming any minute. Dollface, maybe we ought to head back and try to talk to the boss one more time. No, Frankie, don't say that. Don't you know what he'll do if we do that? Francesca, baby doll, if we can just talk calm like wit the boss, he'll understand. Oh, Frankie, my Frankie, don't you love me? Of course I love you, sugar cookie, more than anybody in the whole world. Let's go, Frankie, let's run to the ends of the earth if we have to. But, Butter Biscuit, they already found us. We can't keep running forever. We can, Frankie. The more you try to put out the flames of love, the hotter they burn. Until I marry you, no one will extinguish these flames of passion. No one! Don't you see, mister, I beg you. Pretend you never saw us. Can you do that? Of course! It's so beautiful! Oh, thank you, thank you. You're swell, mister. You're a real stand-up guy. I am so sorry. What should we do, Mario? We at least have to tell Don Pianta something, but that stuff about our luck turning terrible didn't sound all that appetizing. Alright, we gotta tell Don Pianta something. Oh, look who's come back. The proverbial mustache. You gonna brighten my mood? So give, what you got? You know the whereabouts of these two runaways? Sure do, and I'll tell you. Well, I don't quite remember if there's a better option for this or not. Oh, is that a true fact? Rogueport Harbor, eh? Well done. I appreciate this favor you've done for me. I'll prepare your blimp tickets. Hey, you two Nimrods. The kids are at the harbor. Now go get them. Francesca. Boss, forgive me, boss. I'm sorry. Truly I am. Frankie, so, back you come. Head hung low and with your tail between your legs. No, Daddy, don't hurt him. I'm the one who said we should elope. It was me. But Frankie said no. He said we should come back and talk to you, Daddy. Boss, listen, I don't care what you do to me. I deserve it all for being disloyal. But you gotta forgive her. Forgive your daughter, boss. That's all I ask. No, Daddy. No. I'm the bad one. It's my fault. If you're gonna punish anyone, punish me. No, boss, it's all on me. It's my responsibility. I'm to blame right here. Oh, it's just gonna shift back and forth. Yep. Back and forth. Yeah! Enough. Quiet, both of you. Francesca, my headstrong daughter, you used up your last favor long ago. And you, Frankie, you were like a son to me. This is how you repay your debt to Don Pianta? I feel such disappointment in you two. It's like a poison mushroom in my gut. Oh boy. I don't ever want to see your mugs again, you hear me? Get out of my sight, both of you. I don't care where. Just go. That's what you expected me to say, huh? Well, that's what I'm saying. Go. Do what you want, even if it means getting married. That may be tough, but he wants his daughter to be happy. Wants them to be happy, even if he doesn't quite show it. Boss, I'll make your daughter a happy woman, I promise you. She'll want for nothing. Enough already, just go. Go! Yep, even he's trying to hold himself together. Frankie, this is great. I mean, the way this all turned out is a bit sappy, but hey, things turned out okay, am I right? Goodbye, Daddy. Farewell, and thank you. You still here? Well, you found my daughter and got her come back here. Just look at how things turned out. What a complete and utter soap opera. But hey, a deal's a deal. You can have your blimp ticket, like I said. You got a blimp ticket for Glitzville. Who knew? That guy's got her smiling ear to ear. She's happy. That's good. Yeah, I knew you were the right man for the job. Thanks a bunch, Pally. Now go on, get your ugly mud out of my office. I got some intense emotions to compartmentalize. Big words. All right. Yay, awesome, we did it. Now we can go to Glitzville. Indeed, we can. It's not a bad idea now to do some prep before we move on. So, that's probably something I'll just do off camera, but... Alrighty. Alright, before we start making our way towards Chapter 3, we're actually going to stop in at Zess T. We're going to actually spend those ingredients, the Turtley leaf and the mystic egg, so we'll just go ahead and talk to her. Oh, so it's you again, huh? Mr. Stomp-A-Lot. Well, my name is Zess T. I may not look like a chef, but I'm actually quite good. You bring me ingredients, my cooking skills burst to life, and culinary magic happens. Want me to whip something up for you right now? Yes, so right now we can only give one item. Start with the Turtley leaf. Well, you can only give one item to Zess T. But eventually, we will be able to use 2 items. So that's where really a lot of the recipes are going to come from, but... Doodly-doo-doo-da! Sorry to keep you waiting, I'm not entirely sure you'll like this, but go on, take it, Stompy. And we get Koopa Tea. Tea brewed by Zess T replenishes 7 FP. Not bad. And yes, while you need to make something else, go ahead and cook up the mystic egg. And I always recommend like stocking up on like several of some of the items, like the Horsetail. I only have 1 right now, but we'll need like 4 of those later on. And here we get the fried egg. Food made by Zess T replenishes 10 HP. Alright. Alright, so for now, that's all I'm going to do with the recipes. Because many of the recipes are going to require you combining 2 items, but we do not have the means of doing that right now. We need to get an item later on in the game. Which actually, we're not too far out from, but... Alright, anyways. Alright, Luigi. Tell us of your latest grand adventure. Finish out the episode for me. Well, I went to Rumble Bump Volcano and got myself a marvelous compass piece. It was an incredible quest. There was danger and all sorts of adventuring. It was pretty harrowing, bro. Want to hear what happened? It's a long story. Sure. Well, like I said, it's a really long story, but here goes. As soon as my ship docked on the Pudding continent, I set off for the volcano. To reach my destination, I spent several days fording through dense jungle. Scary beasts were all over, more than once I thought I was done for, bro. I may have screamed a bit to scare them off, you know, but as fate would have it. A blooper named Bluey heard me shrieking and found me in this one town. Bluey was on a journey of his own, but he joined me after hearing my tale. Already asleep. Now, Bluey's a madman. Back in his hometown, they call him White Torpedo. Yeah, he's a tough guy anyway. He helped me fight to Rumble Bump Volcano. This place was all about bubbling lava pools and heat that'd make the sun sweat. And the place was lousy with evil traps designed to protect the compass piece. The scariest one was this gigantic 100-foot tall statue that stomped around. Now the weakness of this giant statue, bro, was a red gem on its forehead. Now I can jump high, but not high enough to reach this thing by a long shot. So I came up with this plan for Bluey to hit that weak spot at all you, man, I said. I bet. You're so brave, Luigi. I waited for a pause in the statue's movement and hucked Bluey up there. And bullseye, the White Torpedo saved the day. That jewel got whacked. It was a critical hit, and that stone statue toppled and crumbled into pieces. Once that was done, it was an easy stroll to the room where the treasure was. Unfortunately, Princess Eclair was nowhere to be found. But I got another piece of the marvelous compass and put it in the base. Now the compass pointed west to Plump Valley Village on the Strudel continent. So I set sails once again and came back here to Rogueport to recharge. That's what happened to me lately, but I'll be heading back out soon. Want to hear about something else? Nope, I think that's good. But Bluey, what do you have to say? Hey there, I'm Bluey, and this guy's a total liar. Don't listen to him. You heard his story, right? Well, he did try to throw me, but he completely tripped. And what happens, I end up landing in lava. Lava, man! You think that feels good? Thanks to him, you can stick a fork in me. I'm well done. My pale skin's crispified. I'll never forgive this guy. I'm gonna make him pay if it takes my whole lifetime. That's the only reason I'm still hanging around with him. You'll pay, Luigi. Oh boy. Sorry, bro. I can't save you from this one. Good luck to you. Alright, and with that, we did a lot. Trouble Centers is caught up. Yeah, Trouble Center's caught up. We got plenty of more star pieces. Started some recipes. Oh, we got the Blimp tickets, so now we can make our way towards Chapter 3. Man, there was a lot done in this episode. But no, I recommend tackling this as soon as it becomes available, which is what I'm going to be doing from now on. But anyways, next time on Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door, we start Chapter 3. See you all then.